think right now I probably have maybe like $12,000 in the bank. If it starts getting low, then that's when I start thinking like, all right, I need to stop eating out as much or not make any big purchases, things like that.
Personal finance is not a math problem. It is a behavior problem. We have two main purposes. Make it so that your passive income is larger than your monthly expenses. Number two, get a real clear picture of what that legacy is that you want to leave. Don't tell me about the labor, just show me the baby.
If you think wealth is about luxury cars, designer jewelry, or exotic vacations, you're in the wrong place. We're not concerned about your net worth, your 401k, or how much debt you have. Our approach is much different because real wealth isn't only about money. It's about freedom. Freedom to work because you want to, not because you have to. Freedom to pursue your purpose, live on passive income, and build a legacy. That freedom starts now. Welcome to the Real Wealth Formula with Brad Hovis, where each episode breaks down the principles, mindset, and practical steps to help you experience financial freedom today. Real talk, real numbers, real freedom. This is the Real Wealth Formula.
This episode is brought to you by REBIZ.com. You've probably seen the same old stuff in your feed. Invest in a franchise, start an ATM route, buy a car wash, launch a vending machine side hustle. Cool ideas, but here's what they don't tell you. The good ones are way too expensive, and the cheap ones barely cash flow. But there's a business model that's quietly producing big paydays as well as monthly income for people working from home, a coffee shop, or even out of their pickup truck. Visit rebiz.com, that's REIBIZ.com, to see how it all works. Ken,
Yep.
do me a favor. Tell us about yourself. What do you do? Where are you from? That kind of thing.
So born in Vegas, but moved here when I was 7. So I've been in Colorado most of my life since 1980.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Don't want to go into too much detail, but worked at Flatirons, worked at the church for 19 years. That's probably the longest place I worked.
We worked at the church for 19 years.
Yeah.
What were you doing at the church?
Video editing, motion graphics, kind of anything they kind of needed. So I started off as a volunteer even before I worked there for probably 4 or 5 years. So like late 90s, I started there. I was actually working for a tax consulting company.
Okay.
And then I was volunteering at Flatirons at the church, and then got to a point where I was like, I either need to start pursuing this or doing the church stuff, because I think I was working part-time for them. And so I told them like, hey, if you got a full-time position, I'd love to work for you, but otherwise I need to like stop helping out and pursue this tax consulting thing. That was
interesting. We go to the same church.
Yep.
It's a large church. It started off, like all churches, small, and then grew really, really big. So you've been there as the growth has happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, before Jim was there, and the old pastor and everything. So
Yeah. And you were just doing the video editing type. That was a paid gig.
Yep.
What do you do now?
So now, quit Flatirons probably, I guess it's been about 2.5 years. Started a studio that we're filming in right now with a buddy of mine who also used to work at Flatirons. He was a graphic designer there.
So this is the first time you're working for yourself.
Yeah.
Because this is your studio. This is like all the, he's the one who makes this look so good, makes me look so good. It's a hard task, but so this is your spot. This is your first time doing your own business. Is that?
I mean, I've done like side gigs for a long time, because working at a church, a lot of times you don't get paid the best, and so a lot of times you're supplementing that by doing, like I do photography and videography, so sometimes I do weddings for people or portraits or things like that.
We have two main purposes. One, to see a clear plan, which we call a wealth plan, a real wealth plan, for you to make it so that your passive income is larger than your monthly expenses. Okay. Yep. But more than that, we want for you to, number two, get a real clear picture of what that legacy is that you want to leave. Okay. Yep. Because personal finance is not a math problem. It is a behavior problem. And so when we look at the program, what I'm trying to do is ultimately help you potentially change your behavior around money. The most important part is understanding your monthly expenses. We can call it your nut. We can call it your spending plan. We can call it whatever. Have you created a budget before?
I have done a budget before.
Are you on a budget?
Actually, right now, I'm not too clear on my monthly spending. Like, I seem to go in phases. Like, there'll be times where I'm like, oh, I need to start thinking about like how many subscriptions I'm on and this and that and seeing that. And I have these spreadsheets that every once in a while, actually I use the
every dollar app.
Yeah.
Yep.
So a lot of times I'll be like, all right, I can see the last time I used it. Like, do I have some more subscriptions now? And I need to do that every month, but I don't. I maybe do it every 3 to 6 months or something like that when I start feeling like I haven't checked on that for a while. I need to do that. So.
Yeah. So I don't like the word budget. Budget seems restrictive.
Yeah.
I like the word spending plan. Okay, the word spending plan. And the reality is any wealthy person that I know all have a spending plan, meaning we will spend our money in certain places and we won't spend it in other places. And so when we talk about a spending plan, do you have any idea about roughly how much you're spending per month?
Is this like including mortgage, all that kind of
Everything,
stuff?
everything, yeah.
It's probably close to, I'd say probably between $4,000 and $5,000 a month, something like that.
$4,000 and $5,000 a month. Okay, so that includes your mortgage.
Yep.
That includes car insurance.
Yeah, insurance, car payment.
Car payment. So you have a car note.
Yep.
Okay. I want to get to that in just a second. That includes whatever subscriptions you've got, food.
Yep.
Are you budgeting for future expenses like travel? Like if you guys are going on a trip or whatnot?
I try and keep like a chunk in the bank, so I have like, it's kind of like the emergency fund kind of thing. So So yeah, I'll have, I think right now I probably have maybe like $12,000 in the bank, something like that.
Good.
So,
Dude, good. So that's for emergency, and that's emergency / slush fund type situation?
Yeah.
It's like if you and the wife, are you married?
No.
So if you want to go on a trip, you would go and pull it out of that.
Yeah.
Do you have a plan around what that money is doing? Like how money gets in there?
No, I pretty much kind of, like if it starts getting low, then that's when I start thinking like, all right, I need to like stop eating out as much. Or if that's what I'm doing, or not make any big purchases, things like that. But I don't have a specific plan for that money in the bank. I do put money like $500 every month into a Roth IRA.
Okay.
And then try and max that out by the end of the year, whatever lacking it is.
So you are contributing to a Roth.
Yeah. Ever since I left Flatirons, which had their 403B, which is the same as the 401k
Correct.
for nonprofit. I wanted to make sure I was keep putting money in. And so I started putting the money towards the Roth since I left. And since then it's been 2.5 years, and I think I have maybe $35,000 in there now.
Okay. So not married, any kids?
Nope.
So it's just you.
Yep. Just
So
me.
you're just able to kind of think about the expenses for just yourself.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't have to worry about
You don't have to worry about the kids or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
So then for you, it's just you. So you're talking about $4,000 to $5,000 in monthly expenses. So that includes your car payment. What made you decide to get a car payment?
So I haven't had one for a while because I bought a $5,000 car. And this is before prices have kind of skyrocketed since then. But yeah, I want to say that was maybe 7 years ago or something like that. It was like a 2000 Honda Accord, I think. Maybe a 2003. I can't remember the.
Okay.
Or maybe it's
what kind of car do you have now?
So I got a Hyundai Tucson, 2021.
21 Tucson. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, the one I had before, it still runs and I still have it, but it started having more problems. I was taking it to the garage. They told me it was going to be like $1,000 fix, ended up being a $4,000 fix. And I was like, oh. And so I was like, I should probably look for a car now before I actually need it. So I'm not like forced into like, oh, my car just broke down. Now I've got to go get one really quick.
Yeah.
So I have an auto broker buddy, and he went out and looked for a car for me. And
So how much is your car payment?
it is $430 a month, I think.
$430 a month.
Yeah.
What do you think the car is worth?
I bought it it was a little over 20 when I bought it, which is the most expensive one I've bought. Like,
So you bought it, it's about $20,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
What do you owe on it? Do you know what the balance is roughly?
I could look it up, but I put a 4-year loan on it, so it should be.
So you're about to pay it off then.
No, I bought it last year, so
You bought it last year, so you got 3 more years. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to pay it off earlier.
So do you roughly know how much you owe on it?
It's probably maybe 15,000.
15,000.
Yeah.
One of the things that I highly discourage is financing a depreciating liability, and a car is a liability. Now, it is one of your, Ramsey talks about his 4 walls, right? Which is, these are the 4 most important things that you need, which is your, house, utilities for that house, food, and the last one is transportation. So that is a high priority. You don't need everything else. You don't need Jordans. You don't need to go to the club. You don't need vacation. You don't need any of that kind of stuff. But you do need those 4 walls. So that's good. But there's assets and there's liabilities. Assets make you money. Liabilities cost you money. And so an asset would be a rental house. If you were using this car for Turo, that would be, to get some residual income. That's making you money, therefore that's an asset.
Yeah, and I actually thought of doing that too.
Yeah. But if it's just your personal car coming back and forth, it's a liability. It's not making you any money. In fact, it costs you money, car insurance and that kind of stuff. So what's the balance on that?
It's actually more than I thought. It's 18.5 right now.
18.5, and you paid 20
I
for it?
paid 22.7.
22.7.
So I'm down, almost $4,000, I guess.
So the chances are, if you could sell it right now, what would you think you could get for it?
I don't know. It always seems like, although prices have gone up, so I don't know if it would be better. It seems like it's always lower than what you're having to pay off. So maybe it's like 15 or something like that to pay it off or to sell it.
To sell it. So it's your car is worth 15,000. You owe 18 and some change. So to sell it, you'd be underwater.
Yeah, probably.
So
I would assume it just based on
in the
it being a
future,
car,
I'm just going to give you, right now, we're going to talk about how to get some additional active income and potentially like pay that off. But you've got this slush fund sitting there. In the future, I'd have gone back to another $5,000 car.
Yeah.
I would not have financed a depreciating liability.
Yeah.
Because our objective is to use our active income to purchase passive income.
Yeah.
We got to have some powder. We got to have something in there. So I'm not too upset at you for getting a car. But next time, I want you to get a car. I just don't want you to get the loan on the car. Right?
Yeah,
you need to have a car. Do you own your house?
Yes.
Do you have PITI, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance? Is that what your payment is? Does your payment include your taxes and insurance?
Yeah.
What do you think your house is worth?
So right now, I think it's worth like $560 right now.
$560-ish, and you owe how much?
I owe I think around $250 maybe.
$250.
Maybe a little bit more.
So you got some equity there.
Yeah.
Good for
Yeah,
you.
for sure.
How long ago did you buy that?
2008.
You bought it in 08?
Yeah.
At the height.
Yeah.
So you've ridden the wave.
Yeah.
So it's a 30-year fixed rate loan then?
Yeah. And actually, I refinanced once we can get into some of this later, but I had like an issue with the IRS that I had to pay off. So I actually took out $100,000 to pay off the IRS to get all that cleared. So, because I bought my house for $235.
Okay.
And then got it down under $2 and then had to borrow $100,000 to pay off the IRS and get all that cleared off.
Okay.
And so, so now it's up to back down to like $250, which is still more than I paid for it. But equity wise,
but now you got the IRS clean.
Yep.
So that's good. Do you, what kind of interest rate do you have on that?
I think it's a little over 3, something like that.
A little over 3. Oh,
When I first bought it, it was 6.75, I think, and then refinanced when the rates went down. And
So you played a good game there. Good job, man. Very good job. So you played the game. You bought it at the height. It went down. Because at one point, in 2010, 11, 12, you were underwater.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. You probably didn't
everything
know.
was foreclosing. I should have waited a little longer.
So everything was foreclosing. You should have waited. So now though, it's up in the 5. You've got some equity. You've got a good solid. Is it a 30-year fixed rate loan?
Yeah.
Okay. And now when did you refinance that?
It's probably been 5 to 7 years ago, maybe something like that.
5 to 7 years ago. Okay. So 5 to 7 years ago, you refinanced it. You got now basically a 3% loan on it. Yep. What's your payment, your PITI payment?
It's like between $1,800 and $1,900. So
$1,800 and $1,900. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So of that $4 or $5 grand, $1,900 is your payment.
Yep.
You've got this not so great car loan, right? $400 something.
Yep.
Is that how much it was?
Just under $398.
$398. So we'll call it $400 a month. Any credit card debt?
I use my credit card and then pay it off every month, and then I actually use the travel points to fly.
To do travel and whatnot?
Yeah, I fly my mom out to San Francisco for Mother's Day every year and stuff like that. So.
This is where I get controversial. I don't care about points. I don't care about miles. I don't care about any of that kind of stuff. Yeah. Now, let the comment section disagree with me. But that's great when it works all well. If you are, in fact, the person who uses their credit card and pays it off every single month, you are in I think it was like 27%, because I think it's 73% of people maintain a balance on their credit cards every single month.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've been there in the past. So
yeah. And if you think about this, something catastrophic happens. If you don't have the money in the bank, then you're going to put it on a credit card, and that's what the credit card companies are wanting.
Yeah.
Right. It's to catch at your moment of weakness.
Yeah.
So I am not a credit card fan. I have 2 debit cards. That's it. One for personal, one for business, and that's it.
Yeah.
Now, do you separate your business expenses from your personal expenses?
I'm just a sole proprietorship right now, so everything is just kind of one. I should get a separate.
Bro, dude.
I mean, I do, like, tax wise, I keep track of everything and write off a bunch of stuff for that, but I just don't have a separate business account that
I'm glad we're talking.
Yeah.
One of your action steps, and I'm gonna start writing some of this stuff down. One of your action steps has got to be to go spin up your own business and start putting those business expenses through. So I'm gonna say create an LLC, because what we need to do is make it so that you are potentially. I want to keep asking questions because I'm still trying to figure out, Monthly expenses. Okay. Yep. So if I can get this up here, 1,900 for mortgage. Your house. Yep. We've got 400 for your car. How much is your car insurance?
It's not too bad because I've never had a ticket.
And roughly, I don't need the exact numbers.
Yeah, it's probably. I guess I had to get full coverage on that. It might be.
It's
maybe
probably
120 or something like that.
Really? You haven't had very many accidents?
I've never had an accident or a ticket. So
you've never had an accident or a ticket?
Yeah, actually, I wasn't in an accident, but I didn't get a ticket for it. It was like a icy road, and there was a person stopped in the middle of the road because they couldn't make it up the hill because it was icy. And instead of like pulling off to the side, they were just like in the middle of the road, and it was like snowing. And by the time I got close enough to see that they were in the road, I let off the gas and was going to switch lanes, but the guy behind me, when I let off the gas, started passing me, and so then I couldn't switch lanes without hitting him. And I had enough time to like turn the wheel all the way to the left, and we didn't move, and I turned it all the way to the right, and we didn't move, and so I just slowly like crunch, like,
bang,
yeah. Okay. But that was when I was in, I think I was in either early college or high school.
Oh, so
driving
years
my dad's
ago.
like 74.
How
Honda.
old are you?
I am 52 now.
52.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So what we've got is house, your car insurance, very low because you haven't done, it's been 30-something years since you had an issue, right?
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so right now you don't have a balance on your credit card.
No.
You pay it off every month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right now there's a couple $1,000s on it, but it auto pays on the 16th, I think, of each month. So.
Okay. So then roughly what are your utilities?
I want to say power is maybe 160 or something like that.
Let's go electric, as you said, 160. And that also includes your gas.
Yeah.
How about your water?
Water, on the summer it's more because of watering. Yeah, I mean, that might be another 100 or something like that. It's not too bad.
PropStream is the most comprehensive and AI-enhanced real estate data provider nationwide. We equip real estate professionals with powerful tools and marketing solutions, helping them make informed decisions and find top leads faster. Visit realwealthformula.com/sponsors for a special link to get a free trial and a ton of goodies only for you, Real Wealth Formula moguls. So less than $300 on the utilities.
Yeah.
So now, I've gotten up here to $2,620.
Yeah.
Okay. With your house, with your car insurance, and your utilities. How about health insurance?
Yeah, $170 a month for health insurance.
It is so nice being a single man.
Yeah.
I mean, like dude, health insurance, $170 for health insurance. So then I've got you at about $2,800 a month.
Yeah, I've got, cell phone is a little more. That might
cell
be another.
Phone, yeah. How much is your cell phone?
It's not too bad. It's only like $40 a month. I do have a student loan.
Oh, there we go. There we go. How much is your student loan?
I think that one is like $250 probably a month.
$250 for student loans. How much do you owe on the student loans?
It's less than $10,000. I'm trying to think. It's probably at somewhere around there.
$7,000 is what you owe on your car. You said you owed $18,500, and then on your house you said you owed $250.
Yep.
Okay, so we're a little bit north of $3,000 right now.
Yep.
Okay.
And I put $500 in the Roth every month too.
$500 to your Roth. Good job. Good job, man.
that just auto gets taken out automatically.
And you said the balance on that is like
$35,700.
$35,700. Beautiful. So every month you're contributing to that Roth.
Yep. And then at the end of the year, I try and because it's a little less than the max you can put in, so then I try to max it out at the end of the year.
Okay. How much you spending on food, basically?
That one I don't know for sure. I think since I've been sort of eating more regularly, it's not as bad. Gosh, I don't know what it would be. It's probably between $300 and $400. I would imagine. I try not to eat out a ton, but that always gets expensive when you do.
$400 for food. Okay. Anything else? So what I've got is your house, your car insurance, your utilities, your health insurance. I've got your cell phone. I've got your student loan. I've got your Roth and food. Anything else?
I have tithe
tithe. There you go. Roughly, how much are you tithing?
Probably. I'm trying to think. Probably about $400 a month.
$400 a month. Good for you, man. Good for you. So you are really doing about 10% then.
Yeah, trying to. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Good for you. So yeah, I mean this whole thing, 400 is coming. So 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. This comes to 4,300. So you're exactly right. You're spending about $4 to $5 grand a month.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Do you see anything in your, miscellaneous type stuff that you're like, you know what, I really should cut back on this side. I really shouldn't be spending. Evaluate yourself.
Well, I agree with you on the car thing. Like that was kind of a hard thing to do, but I'm trying to think why. Some of it was, because I've never had a car that new before. Some of it was sort of, my mom's getting older right now, and so she's got macular degeneration, so she's thinking she's not going to be able to drive when her birthday comes, which is in the end of October.
Okay.
And so I was thinking, like, I'm going to be driving her around more, so I should probably have a more reliable car, and one that's easier for her to get in and out of. And so that's actually why I picked the Tucson and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where even the old Accord that I had, like, she had problems getting out of that because that was actually lower to the ground, and it's hard for her to stand up and stuff like that. So that was part of the reason of getting that.
Yeah.
But I still agree that it's, like you said, depreciating asset. I heard some other guy, and he said, which I should have been doing when I had the other cars, making a car payment to my bank account and then start building up and then just pay cash for this one. But
then you also said you have an emergency fund of how much? 12?
I try and keep my bank balance above 10, and then that way, and that's just kind of arbitrary number.
So that's just your bank balance right now.
Yeah.
Roughly 12, you said?
I think so.
And so that's not necessarily your emergency fund, because 4,000 going out.
Yeah.
So you're keeping about 10 grand in there so that it just, everything comes in and out and everything's fine. Is that the way to look at it?
Yeah, pretty much.
How you look at it?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's not really an emergency fund. That's just the balance on your bank account.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a hard question.
Yeah.
Roughly, what are you bringing in every month?
Yeah, it is hard because it's sporadic.
I mean, I just got a bill from you, so that'll be a good paycheck.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm still on retainer with Flatiron, so.
You really are.
Yeah. So that's the one consistent income I get every month.
Oh, so they pay you per month.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
So when I left, they still needed help, and so the creative director at the time, he was like, well, for 25 hours, or that's how much we'll need. We'll need 25 hours a month, and so ever since then, I've been on retainer for up to 25 hours, and there's been a couple months where it's gone like way over, so I've had to.
What do you charge per hour?
150.
150.
Yep.
So basically, with them, I mean, you can tell me
3750.
3750 per month.
Yeah.
So pretty much, the income that you get on retainer from the church per month gets close to covering all your expenses.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you guys pulling money out of this place yet?
Well, sort of.
On the one-off edit type stuff.
Yeah, the editing I do for you.
Yeah.
There's a couple of different clients that I'll do some editing for. So,
Okay.
Yeah, because the basic studio rate is for recording, and then if you want extras, or like Todd will do graphics for some people, and I'll do editing for some people.
He did pictures for me and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So those are all how you guys separate. You guys separate those ad hoc services.
Yep.
You guys use this combined, and then the ad hoc services get added on differently. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we are like, we took out a couple of zero interest credit cards to like buy some of the equipment and stuff like that, and we're making enough to cover rent here and start and pay off those credit cards. And I think at the end of this or next month, like, those will get paid off.
Oh, no kidding.
And then we'll be able to start, I guess, paying ourselves back for the money that we put in. And actually, the studio owes me some invoices on some stuff that I've from last year. So
okay, that's
the
good.
studio probably still owes me maybe $7 to $10 grand, something like that.
I'm going to tell you what you do with that. Once they pay you off, they pay you $7 grand, 10 grand, whatever. The very first thing you do, you pay off that student loan.
Yeah.
I don't care what the interest rate is.
Yeah, that one like hangs on. It's crazy.
It hangs on. They have all these hidden fees. You do the forbearances and the deferments and all this other kind of stuff. The second you get $7,000, now you just decrease your passive income by $250.
Yeah.
Just like that. The second thing you do, pay off that car.
Yep.
Okay. You got to have a car, pay off that car. So frankly, you're doing really well from a expense perspective. Your expenses are really good. Okay, so I'm going to set your spending plan. I think $4,500 is perfectly fine. You seem like a pretty simple dude. You don't have a lot of stuff going on from a personal side. Like, there's no major red flags, right? So $4,500 is kind of where you're at. I would get rid of that student loan.
Yeah.
So you can free up $250 and I would get rid of your car loan, you know. So basically once you're able to get an additional 25 grand somewhere, that's where those two things go to. And now you'd basically be at less than 4,000.
Yeah.
Right? Like
for sure.
And then if you set your spending plan at 4,000, that's our target. Okay?
Yeah. That's what I need to get the passive income to cover.
Exactly right. Yep. So that's, I think we've set the 4,500 for now. We can get it down to 4,000 or so.
Yep.
But 4,500, no big deal. You're making right now $3,750 with this one church. Roughly, what else are you making per month? I know it's hard being a entrepreneur, solopreneur type thing.
I mean, it could be if you average everything out, because I sometimes do some work for another church, Brave Church.
Yeah.
So I'll sometimes, although I haven't really done a ton this year, because in the past that was a bigger, like I probably made an extra maybe 20 grand a year on stuff for them, but there hasn't been much for that anymore. But yeah, I guess it's just different random kind of side edit.
You need to get better at sending invoices.
Yeah.
Send them every single month.
Yeah.
Right? That way you can start counting on it.
Yeah.
You can even make it so that, I'm happy to pay you big lump sums, but like you set that every month, it's a different story.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm usually better at that. Yours fell through, but most of the time I'm
because how long did you wait to bill me?
So I think I just sent you a 3-month.
3-month bill. One big bill, 1 to 3.
Yeah.
It's good. But, let's get that on a monthly basis so that you can go and can count on it, right? And so we can start making some inroads on a few things, because I'd love to see you start knocking down that student loan.
Yeah.
Right? Only because to get rid of that $250.
Yeah, for sure.
We run this thing as a passive income to monthly expenses. Get rid of that. But we also need to start thinking about making additional money.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about that. Right now, roughly how it is. Besides the church, what else is? And will the church give you more hours than that? You're doing just 25 hours.
They might. Yeah. I think it just depends on the work. And I think, like I was saying, like every once in a while like around Christmas or Easter, like sometimes they'll need more work. And so instead of the 25 hours, a couple months I've done like 45 or 50 hours. So
if you're an active real estate investor and you're not using FreedomSoft, I got bad news for you. You're getting beat by other active investors who've been utilizing this CRM software for well over a decade. We're able to close deals faster, more consistently, and with higher margins. So if you're tired of getting beat, go to realwealthformula.com/sponsors and click on the FreedomSoft link. Start doing more deals today. If I were you, I'd go figure out a way to go get, hey, can I start doing like 10 hours a week with you? Go get 40.
Yeah.
See, would they do that?
They might, yeah, especially because I've heard they actually just lost another video guy too. So
now's perfect timing then.
I'm actually going to help. There's a marriage conference tonight. I'm going to film.
Yeah. If it were you, there's 2 things that I would do, because then you're also having to save money for taxes out of that $12,000 balance. You mentioned IRS problems.
Yeah.
Do you have those problems now, or are you having to write big checks at the end of the year?
That one was, I'll make a quick story. My brother is in Africa doing some stuff, and then it fell apart, and he needed like 30 grand to pay off debts to be able to get out of Africa. And I was doing a side job that paid pretty well at the time, but it was I had to pay taxes on it, but I had that money in the bank. So I sent it to my brother so he could get all that stuff paid off. And then that kind of started. I didn't pay the taxes I owed for that year, and then it kind of snowballed. And so I owed taxes for that year, and then interest and penalties and all that kind of stuff. And it took me, I think it was like 7 years before I took care of it. And it was just like getting more and more and more. And I was like, I just need to get rid of this. And that's when I got the refinance to take the 100 grand out and just
pay that off.
Paid off.
And now you got a low rate and all that kind of stuff. That's good. What you can do is make it so that the church is providing all of this income, 4,500 or more, right?
Yeah.
Then the studio itself, once it starts paying you guys, that's just additional.
Yep.
And then the side editing that you do with me and your other clients and whatever, that's just more additional that you can start using towards acquiring passive income.
Yeah.
Like collecting that money, right?
Yeah.
So basically you're at $5,250 per month. So you're making a little more than $5 grand.
Yep.
You're spending $4,500, and of that $4,500, you said $500 is going to your Roth, which is beautiful, right? That's good. Dude, from an active income perspective, you're at least covering it. You're doing really good from that perspective.
Yeah.
So then I guess my question is, like, you came on here, what were you hoping to get out of this? What were you like when you're thinking about like talking about your finances? What kind of?
Well, the passive income, I'd love to get more into that, because you've probably heard of like the FIRE movement, the financial independent retire early.
Yeah.
Like I started, that's kind of why I started trying to max out my 403B when I was with Flatirons and putting money into the Roth, because that's stuff I didn't learn when I was younger, which is getting into more investing. And as I've listened to your stuff, I was like, oh, I should have tried and done real estate instead of the market. But the market still does decent for
Gotcha.
the index funds and stuff like that I'm in. But
So you're not in a financial crunch necessarily, right?
nah,
Like the only threat that you've got, you're 52, you are relying on your ability to continue to do video editing.
yep,
If that stops, you're screwed.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, for sure,
Like without your ability to kind of keep working actively, you're done,
yep,
right?
yep, for sure,
So we got to figure out a way. This is the reason we're getting in this conversation is to enlarge that active income.
Yep.
Okay. So that you're netting more money.
yep.
When the church pays you, are they paying you yourself? Because you don't have a side entity, do you?
Nope, yeah, just sole proprietorship. So
Okay.
yeah,
We're going to change that
yep.
because then you pay taxes. Roughly how much are you paying in taxes per year?
I think the last check I wrote was like 11 or 12,000, something like that.
So wait a second. So then what would happen is you would wipe out your whole balance.
Yeah,
Right?
That's the problem. Yeah.
So
But back then when I was doing it, I was in the 20s or something. I had like 24,000 in my bank when I wrote that check.
you had 24,000. You wrote a check for how much?
I think it was 11 to 12.
11 to 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or was it 7 to 8?
So what we're not doing is accounting for taxes on this.
Yeah.
Right. So we got to account for taxes. And what I would highly, 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 highly suggest you do, okay? Because you work from home, right?
Yep.
There's a strategy that small business owners, and now you're a small business owner, one of the things I'm going to have you do is you're going to start your own LLC. I know you got an LLC with your partnerships here at the studio,
Yep.
but you're also going to start your own side LLC, okay? You have the church pay that LLC,
All right.
okay? So what this means is any type of potential business expense that you're going to spend is going to go through that. So you're going to get a business, you're going to get your own account, you're going to put your own money into it, you're going to have your own debit card, you're going to do that stuff.
Yep.
So your Wi-Fi is through that. The equipment that you use goes through that business.
Okay.
Have you been doing your own taxes?
Yeah, I've been doing it through Tax Act, just the online thing. But I do take out part of my utilities and cell phone bill and the square footage of the office that I use. at
Okay,
home.
you need a CPA.
Yeah.
You need to
Which
go
is-
hire, you
yeah,
need to hire somebody.
Yeah, which is why I'm doing this year. So that's I think why it's going to take longer, because I have to get all this information. And yeah,
Because you're going to be able to take a loss this year.
uh,
Probably, because 24 is when you guys started the studio, right?
yeah, and put tons of money into it.
Tons
So,
of money. You're going to take a loss.
Yeah.
So you're,
If it wasn't for this, I'd probably have 40 grand in my bank account.
yeah, more, right? Because you invested in a business. That's how it
Yeah.
works. But what I'm saying is, you're going to have a loss that we need to now go and outpace that with some gains. We need to go make some more additional income. Okay.
Yeah.
But before that, making that additional income, get into your own business. Start running all, bill as, Ken's Editing, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That the name of that business, bill through that so that you can then expense so many things right off the top. When you're doing taxes, you can get claim deductions on this stuff. Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
But certain things that are like gray area, there's black, there's white, and there's gray. You can eliminate the gray and be like, no, it is a business expense. Like, I took this person to lunch.
Yeah.
That's a business expense.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to get them to become a video editing client,
Yeah.
right? Or whatever it is. I was trying to get someone to be a client. I traveled to the Grand Canyon to take pictures to add to my website to show my skills on this. That's a business expense.
Yeah.
Are you tracking with me?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you run all those things through as business expenses, then you don't have to pay the taxes on it.
Yeah.
So instead of writing a $12,000 check like you did before,
Yeah.
had you ran a lot of this stuff too, you may have gotten to close to zero.
Yeah.
Right? Because then the only things that you're going to be paying taxes on are going to be like your clothes. Some of your clothes, like you got a branded thing right now.
Yeah, all the
dude.
stuff is-
Like it doesn't also have to. It doesn't even have to be branded, right?
Yeah.
There are tax laws so get your CPA to explain what can be a business expense, what can't be a business expense, and start running all that stuff through there. That by itself will enlarge your active income.
Yeah.
If you did nothing else, you're going to pay less in taxes.
Yep.
That $12,000, let's say it comes to $3,000. Well, now you just made $9,000.
Yeah.
Right. Now this year you're not going to have to pay taxes, so it's likely you're not going to pay taxes because of how you invest in this business. So your balance is probably pretty safe.
Yeah.
So that's one way to enlarge your active income. Now that you have that, we're going to also go try to get more hours with the church.
Yep.
You're also going to go try to go get more hours with the people here.
Yep.
You've got a constant flow of creators coming in here, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you edit, it's you yourself editing. Are you outsourcing with VAs or anything like that?
Nah.
It's you yourself editing.
Yep.
This is why it's such good stuff.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Good editing. So, do you have any other ways to go get additional clients?
Yeah, I have a few just through word of mouth kind of thing, like
Yeah.
Thrive that used to be the Flatirons. I do some stuff for them every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, Brave sometimes, although that's sort of dried up, but I think they might have a little bit here and there.
Now let's talk about passive income. Okay. So acquiring passive income. Do you have any passive income?
Todd and I did start a YouTube channel. I guess that's like minimal passive income. We're actually trying
Are you making money on it?
we aren't monetized yet, but we have affiliate links that, so if somebody sees something.
Has anybody signed up for any of that?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Really?
well, if they click one of our links and then go to Amazon and buy something, then we just get like a few dollars. So, but we haven't made a ton. So
Sure.
it's like,
yeah. What is it on?
the Design Shoot Build is our YouTube channel.
The designs you build?
No, Design Shoot Build.
Design, shoot, build. Got
Yeah.
it. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So that's your YouTube channel?
Yeah. And I think we're going to rebrand it Tactical Creative. And then,
Okay.
cause since we started the studio, that's kind of went to the wayside. So we hadn't put a video up for like a year. I just put one up 2 weeks ago, something like that. So we're going to try and start getting that going again.
We don't have any passive income
Yep,
coming in.
Nothing reliable. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably if you count the Amazon stuff, it would be like $5 a month.
Yeah.
Which is nothing.
And from an excess capital perspective, not working with a ton right now.
Yeah, I mean the editing jobs. So I do editing for you. This other guy, Dave, who I've sort of told you about, he recorded a bunch of podcasts. So I have like a backlog of those. So that's kind of like keeping me going. So that's
Well, you're so active, dude. You just don't have enough time.
yeah,
Like how much are you working in a week?
quite a bit. Yeah,
Do you have the ability? Do you have the desire to go hire other editors
yeah,
and oversee the editors?
yeah. I think that's the plan, and that's the goal for here too. Because I always tell Todd this, like we want to build a business, not be the business.
Right.
Which is sort of what I am now. Like you were saying, like if I stop editing, then there's no income anymore. So
No income.
it's like
Done.
I need to build something that generates income instead of me being the one generating income. So
Because you have the ability, not all of the videos that I even put up are edited by you. I've got people from, VAs from the Philippines that are editing a lot of this stuff, right?
yeah,
One of my pieces of advice is going to be hiring an editing team or create an editing team, recruit an editing team. That's even better.
yeah. I did just hear from one friend, and she said that she was interested in doing some edits. So I was like, all right, next time we have like the Spanish ladies or a basic edit like that, I want to feed it to her.
Well, I mean, you've got this guy who's got a backlog that if you did it, it would take 1,000. It would take, you said a whole month, right?
At least probably. Yeah.
At least a
seems
whole
like
month.
each video of his probably takes, it could take like 4 to 5 hours. Yeah.
4 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
So each video, 5 hours times 150, right? That's what you bill.
I bill less for the studio clients. So
Okay.
yeah,
What do you bill for that?
75.
75. So 75 times 5, that's $375 per video.
Yeah.
How many videos does he have, roughly?
Left, I think probably 30, I think.
30. There's $11,000 right there.
Yep.
Dude, you got $11,000 sitting on the sideline. You could pay off your student loan and decrease that
Cut
just
the car
like that.
payment in half. Yeah.
You could almost pay off your whole car.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's literally sitting right there for you. Right?
Yeah.
And if you just have people who can help you,
Yeah.
you recruit them, you're going to pay them way less than $75 an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, for
Right?
sure. Yep.
Have you ever ran other editors?
I haven't.
Okay. So now that's some skills you got to develop.
Yeah.
Right. One thing that sole proprietors have a problem with, it's the whole chair maker mentality.
Yeah.
They think that they're the only ones who can make a chair.
Yeah.
They made this chair, they sell it, and all this and people love it. Now the demand is through the roof, and they think they're the only ones that can make that chair. Dude,
Yeah.
you don't want to be a chair maker,
Yeah.
right? You want to be the one who makes sure that the chairs are good.
Yeah.
You want to take the orders, oversee it, create a system. That way you can sell as many freaking chairs as you want.
Yeah.
Right? Just do that over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You think you can do that?
Yeah, possibly.
Have you tried it? This is not the first time you've thought about this.
Yeah.
What made it from you to be able to actually do this?
It's probably some of the chair maker thing where I feel like
No one else can make it as good as
clients
you.
expect a certain thing, and then I'm worried that if I farm it off to somebody, then give them a subpar thing, then it's gonna, like if I give you a video that isn't any good, then it's gonna take more time for you to release it or something like that. And then it's gonna have to go back and forth. Or maybe like if I'm charging you $75 an hour, and then I'm like, oh, but I'm having this guy that I'm paying $6 an hour do it, and that almost feels dishonest to me, I guess. But
We're paying to not think about it.
yeah.
Like this literally happened yesterday. I'm releasing a video today. It has nothing to do with the podcast. But do you know how much it cost me? He did the video last week. We told him what to change. He did 7 different iterations. I finally got on there for an hour and a half with this guy. Do you think that that's what I want to be doing?
No, not at
I
all.
want to be doing real estate deals.
Yeah.
Not overseeing some Filipino VA doing the frickin' editing the wrong way.
Yeah.
Right? So no, that's not it. That's not it at all. We're paying for you to deal with that.
Yeah. It's like management fee and quality control kind
Teach
of thing.
that, train that. I don't care.
Yep.
You know, I tell everybody, don't tell me about the labor. Just show me the baby. We're looking for babies out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's what Flatirons is looking for, or the church is looking for. That's what this client is looking for. Imagine, are you ready for this? Would that client who has those 30 videos, like if you produced all 30, would they pay you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would.
You got $11,000 sitting there.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Yeah.
Instead of, working until the sun comes up, literally 5 or 6 in the morning, right? Do you know how to hire those VAs? Do you know where to go? Upwork?
I've heard, yeah. Yeah, I've heard
Upwork is where you do it?
Uh-huh.
I like the VAs from the Philippines.
Yeah.
They have
I've heard that they're good.
really good English. They're hardworking. The issue with them is that, you're going to deal with like a power outages type situation. And on the video editing world, is there a web-based video editing software that you use, or are you doing it? It's all desktop.
It's all
computer
desktop.
based.
Yeah. And I guess that's another issue too, is video editing is kind of hard because delivering all the files, although like you have the Dropbox, I guess
Right.
because just to upload your files every week takes hours, because it's like,
Right.
I convert them to smaller files first, and that takes, I don't know how many hours, and then uploading them takes a long time. Although,
You could even get a person to come in here and do that
yeah.
for you.
Well, a lot of that's passive time. Luckily, it's
Luckily, it's passive time. You just set it up. Got it.
Drop things into an encoder, and then an hour later, yeah.
But I guess my take would be like, imagine if what you did was, instead of pay per hour, because you're having a problem, say I charge X amount per hour and I pay that per hour. What if you paid per video?
Yeah.
Just here's my flat rate for. But then again, you've got a bunch of different kind of stuff. Per hour is fine.
Yeah,
right?
that works. That's what we do the studio wise for like the basic edits, where it's just like, we have a beginning and intro, and it cuts to all the cameras. But like for your stuff or for the other client stuff, it's like, well, how do I charge if like this video is like 10 minutes long, and there's all I need to do is put captions, where this one is maybe 20 minutes long, and I have to do captions and find music and find B-roll, and so there's so many different.
If I were you, I'd go get 2 or 3 Filipino video editors, and I would pay them per hour and limit the hours. Say, hey, we're going to start you off at 20 hours a week or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And see what they got. And what you're going to find is, if you hire 2 or 3 aren't going to work. We're going to fire them and get somebody else. Do you have a hard time firing people?
I don't know. I've never had to do it, so. But I probably, yeah.
So you haven't had anybody working for? Have you ever had anybody working for you?
Nah.
Never. It's just been you.
Yep.
Yeah. That's definitely on the wealth thing.
I'm not following my own advice about build a business instead of being the business.
Yeah. Don't work. The objective is to work on the business, not in the business.
Yep.
Right. And so you're just a handful of guys away from now scaling it. Because frankly, I'm shocked that the guy who has 30 videos is not banging your door down.
Yeah. Well,
saying, get these things done for me.
Yeah. He hasn't actually launched his YouTube yet. So that's why I think once that launches, like I think I have 20 something done already. So once it launches, he has like those he'll be able to start with. And then.
So he's got 20 something and an additional 30.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah. He was in here a lot.
Yeah, dude.
The last few months. Yeah.
Yeah. We got to build a team.
Yeah.
We got to build a business for you.
Yeah.
A whole side. I know you got the studio. I like that you have different irons in the fire. I do the same thing. I got the software. I got the real estate. I got the real estate business. I've got, my own investments, that kind of stuff. Okay. I think we've nailed that as good as we can with, enlarging your active income. You've got money sitting there ready to go.
Yep.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
It's time to move it on this way. Okay.
Yeah.
This is why the real wealth formula works. Okay. Once you get your active income to a part where you can start buying passive income, where you can acquire passive income. Okay. Then you just live on that passive income.
Yeah.
And now you don't have to do what you have to do. You do what you want to do. You don't work because you have to. You work because you want to. The way I look at it is you are like a handful of steps away from living on your passive income.
Yeah.
This quite literally is what's going to happen, man. If you made 200 grand, basically 50,000 of that, 4,000 times 12 is going to be what you live on.
Yeah.
You could be buying a single family house free and clear in multiple markets every single year.
Yeah.
You're 6 years away from retirement.
Yeah.
And now you can do all the fun, creative stuff that you want to do.
Yeah.
You can do that as much as you want to. And the only thing that you'll be doing is the editing now. You said, I don't have a ton of passion for it. I'm good at it, but it's just kind of my job, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of your perspective on it. Just kind of my job.
Yeah. There's some that are fun to do. Others that are, just kind of like, I just need to turn through, get it done. So maybe it's not my passion, but it's just, I think I have other things that are more interesting to me, I guess.
Okay. Well, we're gonna solve that problem on multiple ways, which is the last L, to leave a legacy.
Yeah.
You have been created for way more. God made you uniquely for way more than just waking up, editing some videos, making some dinner, and falling asleep at 6 a.m. Okay? Right? Like God made you for more than that. I'm gonna give you a plan. By the end of this episode, you're going to get a plan, and I'm going to follow up with you, okay? Because I love you. You're the behind the booth every time I'm in here.
Yeah.
You're going to retire in 3 years. As far as I'm concerned, there's no doubt in my mind that you'll be able to. Frankly, you'll probably do it sooner, because what we're going to do is put a plan together that is absolutely going to work. It's called a real wealth plan.
Awesome.
And that real wealth plan is going to be, hey, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, going all the way through this thing to make it so that you are 100% living the purpose that God created you to live. So for you, what I'm going to say is your end goal there. I mean, I want you to think about this. Imagine if you were so freed up that you were able to help other people get creative.
Yeah.
That you were able to have time to be creative. Like, think about the thousands of stuff. You have something different than I don't have the creative bone. I am very like tactical and very systematic. I listen to all these kind of things and I just go A, B, C, D. I'm a systems guy, right? And so I create a formula, I follow the system and it produces a result, and I'm into the system. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
But you've got the creative bone and the tactical creative, which makes perfect sense because this is how we're going to be creative. Imagine if you were freed up to just sit around thinking about stuff that you wanted to do. In order to do that, you have to have passive income. In order to have that, you got to go get some active income and enlarge your active income. In order to enlarge your active income, now you're going to have to go and develop a team that can help you fulfill these orders at scale.
Yeah.
So we create a simple system that can scale. And frankly, the system is really simple. You've already got the leads coming in.
Yeah.
It's just fulfilling. You've got one guy, and I guarantee you, once that one guy gets filled up, there's 5 or 6 guys behind there who's got 30-something videos that you can help them with.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And you go get that team together and go from there. What do you think about what I'm saying so far?
Yeah. Sounds great.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give you a rating. It's time to do the real wealth rating.
All right.
Okay. We're on each form. Okay.
Yeah.
Reduce your monthly expenses. We're gonna do it on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay. Scale of 1 to 10. You get a 9. You get a 9.5. Okay. So we'll give it a 9 so I can do the math. We'll give you a 9. The only thing, and so that's a really good score. There's only 2 things that are issues in my book. Number 1 is your student loan. That's $7,000. That needs to get paid off in the next quarter.
Yeah.
So you get an extra $250. So you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But you're doing great from like contributing to a 401k, that's awesome. Once that 401k is large enough, or that IRA is large enough, what I'm going to want you to do is convert that to a self-directed IRA. I wrote the book, Roll Over to Retire. It's right there. That'll help you be able to roll it over to self-directed IRA so that you can then go buy real estate so you can then start producing passive income. Because it's not going to be too long, you're 52, that you can start doing that. Right?
Yeah.
Now, the issue is the balance of that's not going to get high enough for a while.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't care a ton about retirement plans.
Yeah.
Necessarily.
I do have my 403B. I still need to transfer over there.
How much is that? How much is it in your 403B?
Almost 140,000.
140 grand?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm going to send you information. They may be able to roll that over to a self-directed 403B.
Okay.
You could start doing real estate deals now. If you got 140 grand in there,
Yeah.
we can start getting your passive income going there.
Yeah.
And I believe it's either 59 and a half or 60. I think it's 59 and a half. You can start pulling money out of that.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to look at that. I know they changed the rules, but I think it's 59 and a half. Comment section, tell me if I'm right. I mean, you're 7 years away from that. You can start getting some residual income. You need 6 houses.
Yeah.
However it happens, you get 6 houses, you're in good shape. So I'm going to give you 9 out of 10 out of reducing your monthly expenses because there's not much to reduce. Frankly, you're doing a great job at that. Okay. I would give you 10 out of 10 if you didn't have your car note.
Okay.
If you didn't have your car note, you get a 10 out of 10 because that student loan is what it is.
Yeah.
Enlarge your active income. Your income is good. It's really good, right? How can we enlarge that? We've got some plans, and I'm going to give you the wealth plan in just a second, but I'm going to give you a 7 out of 10 on that front, mainly because you have the potential to more than double your income in the next year with just a few really quick adjustments.
Yeah.
Okay. Acquire passive income, you have none. So you get a 0. You get a 0 out of 10. L, which is live on passive income, your ability to live on that. And that, effectively, this is the biggest rating that there is because that's what the whole financial side is about. Can you live on your passive income?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a 5 out of 10 because you are so close to being able to live on that, right?
Yeah.
Like if there's 2 parts of the equation, that it's passive income and monthly expenses, your monthly expenses are there.
Yeah.
So that gives you 5 points for that side.
Yeah.
The passive income is 0, so you get a 5 out of 10. Your wealth rating is you get a 27 out of 50.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know when we do a follow-up on you, we're going to see if we can get that up higher. First base is reduce your monthly expenses. Second base is active. It comes all the way back to the home plate when you go and say, wait a second, this is what I want to do, right? It comes back home. So here's your wealth plan. Step 1, create an LLC.
Okay.
You're going to go to the Colorado Secretary of State because you live here in Colorado. When you do create that LLC, I want you to go create the LLC. I also want you to go to the IRS, Google IRS space GOV, and you're going to create an EIN. This is an employment identification number.
Yep.
Now, the warning, the very top parts of that Google search are going to be all ads. They're going to try to charge you $200, $300, $75, something.
Yeah.
It's free to get an EIN.
Yep.
So if at any point they ask you for any money, you're in the wrong place, abort immediately, right?
Yep.
Make sure you're on the IRS Gov, irs.gov website.
Yep.
Apply for an EIN.
I got an account there because of my past tax.
Well, this is different. This is different because it's business.
Yeah.
It's because you're getting an EIN, an employer identification number.
Yep.
You're then going to take both of those 2 things, go down to your bank, you're going to open up a bank account. So my whole create an LLC has several sub-points: Secretary of State, EIN, bank account, get a debit card. The 4th step on this is start billing to this entity. Okay. I'm going to put this all down. You get an email from us, that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
So that's step 1. Number 2, increase your billing. Okay. With the church, start having them bill this new entity.
Yep.
Okay. That way you're running all your expenses, through that.
Yep.
Okay. Start, once you get that debit card, when you go buy a piece of equipment, it's a business expense.
Yep.
When you go travel, business expense. When you take me out for lunch, business expense. When you do whatever, those are all business expenses. And then at the end of the day, you're going to then show a profit and loss there. So that's step 2 is increase your billing. Number 3, account for taxes.
Yep.
So this is where you're going to hire a CPA. You're going to put money aside for that. but you need to account for those taxes. Okay.
Yeah. Start doing my quarterlies.
Well, not necessarily quarterly. You don't need to.
Okay.
Just keep it annually. But what we want to do is start getting your expenses through your business, because I guarantee you're paying more in taxes than you should.
Yeah.
Right? It's obvious. It's clear.
Yeah. Especially just using software.
Yeah, just using software. Get off of TurboTax or whatever you're using. You know, for you, business owners need to be working with a CPA for sure. Number 4, most important, and you're going to run this through this business. Okay, you're going to go recruit video editors. Not just recruit. You got to recruit. You got to train. I suggest getting 2 to start with. Pay them no more than $10 per hour. Limit them to no more than 20 hours a week. Okay. And test them out.
Yeah.
Right.
I can give them an old project that's done just to make sure.
Old project that's already done. Or I'd do a new project, because then you can go and say, hey, no, this is what we need to do. It's good.
Yeah.
It's going to cost you $200.
Yeah.
You've got the money. It's fine, because you're going to take some of the $12,000 that you've got in your bank account, and you're going to pre-fund this business account.
Yep.
$1,000, $2,000, something like that.
Yeah.
Keep your 10 grand that makes you comfortable, right? But fund that, and then go and hire them. So effectively, what you're looking for is you're going to build a team. That step number 3 is hire a very small part-time bookkeeper that you go and say, I need like 3 hours a month.
Yeah.
5 hours a month. You can also hire that on Upwork.
Okay.
So you don't even need an American one.
Yeah.
Right. And you're like, well, wait a second. How do I get them access to my accounts? Well, like I bank through Chase, and so I can limit what they can see, and I can limit what they can do, and I can limit all those kind of things. I don't know. Who do you bank with?
Yeah. Chase.
Yeah. Oh, even better. Your account services type of situation. It's literally on there. You create a username so they can see what's going on, and you go and say, hey, I need you to start doing my accounting.
Yeah.
Seriously, that'll cost you $50 a month.
Okay.
$10 an hour, 5 hours a month, nothing.
Nice.
So accounting team, and what they're going to do is your billing, number 1. They're also going to account for your taxes. Like, what do I need to be setting aside on everything for taxes?
Cool.
The last thing. So number 1, create an LLC. Number 2, increase your billing. Number 3, hire a bookkeeper.
Yep.
/CPA /accountant. Number 4 is you're going to recruit an editing team.
Yep.
And then number 5 is create a BHAG, big, hairy, audacious goal
Oh, yeah. Yep.
for this creative academy.
Yeah.
That way you can know why you're doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
Do you suffer sometimes from motivation situations?
Yeah.
Where you're just like,
Probably
I
sometimes.
just don't feel it today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 1 is because you're staying up till 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Number 2, you're not clear on your inspiration. You're not clear on why God created you, man.
Yeah.
You're not clear on why you've been put on planet Earth.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I see it. I see the creative side and the thing that you can help. You need to create that big, hairy, audacious goal to say, that's what I'm looking for. Mine is, I want Christian education available for everyone,
Yeah.
because it's not available for everyone.
Yeah.
That's a big, hairy, audacious goal. Will I ever see it? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm planting the trees under the shade of which I may never sit.
Yeah.
But it fires me up.
Yep.
Get that big, hairy, audacious goal, write it down, be really clear, 5 or 6 word statement,
Yeah.
and repeat that over and over again, because that will get you out of your comfort zone when you're dealing with these editors and you're having to hire them, you're having to create them, you have to fire them. The frustration is going to be, no, I told you to put this B-roll here. What are you doing? Like, it'll keep you where, because without that, Ken, you're going to keep doing the same thing you've done 52 years. You should have been retired 10 years ago.
Yeah, for sure.
25 years. I mean, you should have been retired probably 15, 20 years ago. Because it's just you, man.
Yeah.
Now you're doing a good job on the expense side. Let's get you on the active side and the passive income side.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think of that rating?
Yeah.
What do you think of that plan?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It sounds great.
Think that'll work?
Yeah,
All
definitely.
right. I'm going to follow up with you,
Cool.
and we're going to see where you're at.
Yeah. Hopefully the
And-
next time I won't have a 0 on that passive income.
Well, I mean, if you just roll over your kind of a number 5, it's not necessarily, but would be roll over your 403B to a self-directed 403B, you can start buying real estate deals out of it.
Nice.
And that'll start getting you some passive income.
Yeah.
Ken, I know you're usually behind the camera.
Yeah.
Thanks for hopping on here.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Glad to do it.
you know,
I appreciate the advice.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks. And for you guys, consider liking, consider subscribing, and hopefully we can keep these things going if you got anything out of it. Comment where I went wrong and what you agree with. Thanks, Ken.
Thanks for tuning in to the Real Wealth Formula hosted by Brad Hovis. If this episode helped you see money and purpose a little differently, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Share with someone who's ready to build real wealth and keep building the life, purpose, and freedom you were made for. Until next time, keep your goals clear and your wealth real.